with infinite or no solutions. Solve the first example for n. Go. Not TJ. Something smells really weird about this problem. Pause where you're at. 4n plus 1 equals 4n plus 2. Let's just start breaking it apart like we normally do. You may have noticed something is really weird. Give me your first step, Mackenzie. Sure. From the left or the right side? 4n minus 4n is 0. 4n minus 4n is 0. Add the 1, add the 2. You get 1 equals 2. Something smells really weird about that problem. If you have an answer in the math world that is 1 equals 2, does that ever work? Does 1 ever equal 2? No. Never. This is what I call a liar, liar, pants on fire. We also call it no solution. If you get a problem where the n cancels out completely and there are 2 different numbers, you can call it no solution, or you can draw some pants that are on fire. Thank you. I'm not an artist, although I was hired to be the art teacher first. I declined because I didn't want to make kids feel bad when I gave my wonderful artwork examples, and they're like, dang, Mr. Macti, you're too good. I can't even do art anymore. So I declined and decided to do math because I'm less good at math. I'm joking. I wasn't offered the art position. Okay, solve this one for x. So we know this one's no solution. It's lying. There's no n. 1 doesn't equal 2. Try this one. Go. DCBI, distribute first. Give me your first step on what you're doing. I'll let you get a few steps in before I come. Charlotte, what's your first step for this problem? Good. What's my next step, Kira Murphy? Sure. Sure. We would get 5x equals 5x. So we could do it this way. Actually, let's back up though. So if you did it the way Kira was doing it, leave that on one side and write this on the other if you need to do 2 different examples. I'm going to start just by subtracting the 5x so you can see something. I'm going to move the 5x over here. And 5x minus 5x is 0. 5x minus 5x is 0. So I'm left with 10 equals 10. Thumb up if you have that on your paper. If you got 5x equals 5x and then divided, you might have gotten x equals x, which is going to be the same thing, hands down. Something smells really weird about this one too. Welcome to 8th grade math. Math problems start smelling really strange. And 10 equals 10. Is that true? Yeah. That's a true statement. If you get the same thing on one side and the other thing is exactly the same, this is called the Buzz Lightyear. Infinity solutions. This is infinite solutions. If one number equals the other, there's no more x's. You can divide them and they went away. This is infinite solutions. What's that? Well, you could, but watch what happens. Subtract 10 on both sides. You still get 0 equals 0. Is that the same number? Yeah, so the moment you see the same thing on one side as the other, you can stop. Look up at step 2. What did you see in this line? It's the same exact equation. If you see the exact same equation, you could even stop there. Don't go any further. Just write infinite. These problems start to look really weird. And let's, in summary, see what is going on. Next page. This is going to be a hefty amount of writing, so hang with me. Put your thumb down if you need me to slow down. What we've been doing up until this point, the first 8 lessons of Unit 2, is finding one solution. And this is the most common type of equation. You guys have gotten pretty good at solving equations. Remember day 1 when we solved like 2x plus 1 equals 5 and we were like, this is crazy. You can now do some pretty cool things with equations. And the simplest form with this one, algebraically, it just looks like this. X equals some number A. That's the algebraic form. You get x equals some number. Only one value will make the equation true. So you will put some number in for the equation and you'll make it true. An example of that. Let's solve this one really quickly. Subtract 4 on both sides. 2x equals 6. Divide by 2. And x equals 3. So if it has one solution, x equals something. X is equaling a number, that is one solution. Don't write this, but I want you to see something. So 2x plus 4 equals 10. What does it mean that it makes the equation true? What does that actually mean? Actually, do you have room? You do. Underneath this column, write 2x plus 4 equals 10. So what was the value of x for this one, Milo? What did it say x is equal to? It's 3. So if x is 3, Milo, could I do that and insert the x as a 3? Sure, because x is 3. You just found it out. What happens? 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 4 is 10. If that number makes the equation true, what do you notice? Turn and talk to your partner and go. Quick 20 seconds. What just happened with that final answer? When you put in the 3, what happened? 3, 2, 1. Be careful. It looks infinite, but it's not, because this is just testing out the equation for x equals 3. This actually made the equation true. If you have a number equaling a number, x equals 3 worked. So this is true. X does equal 3. This is the most common out of all of them. You will likely see this pop up in your algebra lives where x is one solution. There is a second answer that you might run into that smells a little funky. And this one is what? Infinite solutions. Infinite is the middle one. Infinite. And in this one, you're going to end up with an answer where a equals a. A number equals another number. And if it's infinite, any value for x will make the equation true. You can plug in any number, 1,000, -5, 2, any number you can plug in for this equation, and it will have a true answer if you work it out. Let's go ahead and do this one and see what it turns into. 3x plus 6. Solve the rest of this for me, Avery. What would I do on the right side? Stop. What do you notice? It's infinite. It's the same, but for funsies, let's just go one step further. Subtract by 3x. What's left on both sides, Tennyson? Equals? What happened to the variable? It went away. It canceled. So 6 equals 6 is infinite. Your answer for these problems can just be infinite. And for these, before getting to the answer where it's a equals a, both sides of the equation look equivalent. That's what Avery, I think, pointed out, right? And you're like, wait, it's 3x plus 6 equals 3x plus 6? That is equivalent. That's infinite. You can stop here. Equivalent means the same. Okay, don't write this, but look at the board. Give me a number, Tennyson. Give me a number, Jacob. Don't write it. Watch. So we're going to do x equals 7 first. 3 times 7 plus 6 equals 3 times 7 plus 2. 3 times 7 is 21, plus 6 is 27. 7 plus 2 is 9. 9 times 3 is 27. Did x equals 7 work for this solution? Yeah, it made it true. Jacob, I'm going to use 1 instead because it's easier. So what about x equals 1? Would that one work too? Silent yes or silent no? If it's infinite, should this one work? Let's see. 3 times 1 plus 6 equals 3 times 1 plus 2. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 6 is 9. 3 times 3 is 9. Did that work? It made it true. If you have the number equaling the other, that equation worked and your value of x worked. This can be any number. You can choose 100, 1,000,000, 2,000. Last type of problem, no solutions. Looks like this. Algebraically, it's a different number equaling a completely different number. A equals B, and we call that liar, liar, pants on fire. And for this one, no equation will make it true. No value will make the equation true. And we'll say never true. Equal sign is lying. First step, what do I do for this one, Claire? Okay. You could either subtract the 6 or subtract the 3x. Let's just subtract the variable. You can do either way. What do you notice, Oshu? This is no solution. They do not equal each other. 6 cannot equal the 9. Liar, liar, pants on fire. That equal sign is lying. You lying equal sign. Thank you. The pants are on fire. So before getting to a equals b, something is going to look weird. Something looks weird in these problems. And I saw 3x plus 6 equals 3x plus 9. Well, I know automatically those 3x's cancel, and that can't equal. So something looks like it's a little off. This is no solution. Let's write no solution on there. I took up too much space drawing my pants. Darn it. Write no solution. Okay. That's a lot of writing. This is going to live in your binder for a long time. Put a star next to this page. When we recycle after Unit 2, this page is going to live in a pocket of your binder. It says separate sheet of paper. You have space there. Okay, you're going to start out with, 5 minutes. You're going to solve these, and with your partner, decide if it's one solution, infinite, or no solutions. If it is one solution, you're going to write the answer as x equals some number. If it's infinite or no, just write infinite solution as your answer. or no solution as your answer. Talk through these first couple with your partner and go. Hello, Claire.